Here we are in the locker room, and these are what the lockers look now. They're supposed to be getting these replaced, but before that, this is what they looked like for a lot of years. There was the lock's broken and you couldn't put a lock on it. Here you can see the rusted bottoms of the lockers and whatnot. You know, if you put your gym shoes in there, they're going to get rusted on. You know, going to get all the rust put on there. This is like this with a lot of the with the majority of the lockers on the bottom of it is rusted all out. Here's the weight scale. As you can see, the weight scale is, you don't want to stand on that in your bare feet, that's for sure. I'm not even sure if the thing really works, if it's just a object just to decorate the locker room or something. But you wouldn't want to get up on that scale with your bare feet. Here's a overview of the locker room. The lockers going down aisle to aisle. What you've seen before is that every row here of the lockers, the deteriorating of the lockers, but again, as I said, they're supposed to begin to replace these, but they haven't done it yet. Here is the men's shower area right here, and if you look a little bit closer at the floor here, you'll see the dark spots is dirt. You know, that's something, well, it's a shower area. But the part about it is that even if it is a shower area to wash off, it should be cleaned. And they have the tools to do this with, but the personnel prefer to sit behind the desk. Here is also the handicap shower room. As you can see, they got some railing on the floor there, and the handrail up there for the handicap to use, but it's not accessible. I just pulled the brush from out the bucket there. That's been sitting there for months and not doing nothing at all. Like I said, they have a brush here to clean the floor with, but nobody does any cleaning. This is still the handicap shower room. There's a hose there that looks like it's just been thrown around and it's twisted and knotted up. I can't imagine how they could use it for anything. Without having to take the whole thing down and spread it out and get all those knots out. But this is in the handicap shower room. Here is the sinks. It's two sinks right here, but there's no soap, no hand soap to use. This is the steam room, and this door was just recently put up here, maybe within the last couple of weeks. And if you look down at the bottom of the door there, it doesn't reach to the bottom, so the steam, the heat escapes out of there very fast. You know, when the steam cuts off, it cools off much too fast to really get a sweat on. for some reason, I believe that somebody ordered the door too short. It used to be a metal door there that extended all the way to the floor, and to me it wasn't nothing wrong with it. And I've been coming up here since 1996, quite a while, on and off, mostly on, then off. Here we are back into the spa area, and this is the sauna room door that was just recently added when they did the steam room as well. The only thing about it, if you look closely at the side there, it tells you to watch your step, and the reason why it does that is because I will show you in a minute why it has that side there. Okay, as you can see, it's a little ledge right there. It's a down step of maybe about 3.5 inches or 4 inches there, a down step. So when you leave out the door, if you don't remember that you step down, you're going to trip over the door frame right there and fall. I have done it after being in here. You get so hot and you try to get out the door and you forget, because the sign for watch your step is on the other side of the door. You know, so there's nothing there to remind you unless you just remember just to read the paper real quick, you know. But it's nothing really to remind you right away that watch your step. We're still in the sauna room here, and these are the benches that we sit on while we wait to sweat. Over there is a bench that used to have the individual slats of wood, the wood that you use in a sauna, replaced with just a single sheet of plywood. As you can see, the plywood have curled up, and there's nails coming back up to where it wasn't properly nailed down, and so you have to watch sitting there or you would get a nail in your rear. Here's another bench that is here as well. As you can see, the plywood is very bad. You can see how they had bolted it together. It's getting a little bit dark in here, so my camera is not a real professional camera, but I'm trying to do the best I can to show you how the community gym is really grossed out, but people want to exercise and get their exercise in, and this is all we have right here. Here's another angle view from on the benches. Very bad benches. I mean, this stuff could be fixed and used right. the pool, before you get into the pool, this is the shower. Drips out. More of the spa area going into the sauna room, the men's locker room, and the steam room. And behind that corner there is the women's locker room. This is the weight room here. We have like equipment that requires pins to be put into it. And a lot of the pins are missing in equipment and you can't use it right away. You have to, most of the time, wait for someone to give you the pin that they're using. More of the pin weights. Most of the ones you see here do not have a pin within them, and without a pin, you can't use the weights at all. Like I said, you have to wait for someone to finish with the pin. This machine here has been out of order for months. Can't be used. It's a good back extension. A lot of people use it when it's working, including myself, but it's not working right now. If you look at that strap, it's like a real threaded piece. I'm gonna give a close-up shot in a minute. That's the strap. As you can see, it's real torn up there. It's ready to break any minute compared to the other side. When it do break, someone's going to get a lot of trouble if it break at the wrong time. It's been like that, and doesn't look like it's getting replaced.